Hi everyone and welcome. This is the Zee Arentz Podcast with myself, Zee Arentz, your host, and finally it is happening. And today we are shooting the very first episode. I'm with somebody very special to me, somebody very talented, somebody very interesting, and I know you are also going to love her. But before I introduce you to the lady who is my guest for this very first episode, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It is Zee Arentz Media on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, that is Zee Arentz Media, and my name of course is Zee Arentz. But the person that I have with me today is Mvanakazi Precious Nomvano Mokoto. I hope I said her name right. She is a mother and entrepreneur. She is a gospel artist. She is a songwriter. She is a vocalist. She is everything, because I think even on her socials, her name says Mvanakazi Vocalist Mokoto. That's how powerful she is. And she is with me today in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wish we had an audience, and I was going to say, Blake, please make some noise for her. She is here with me. Mvanakazi, welcome to the show.
Hey, Putzi, how are you?
I am great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Awesome, and thank you so much for taking time to come, even if it was short notice,
It
right?
is an honor. It is an honor to be here.
All right, thank you so much. And by the way, she calls herself the Xhosa Princess, and I'm sure you guys can see from how she is dressed, the regalia. And the last time I saw you was on radio, right? And I was supposed to come cover the red carpet at the awards. I am sorry. I know I did say I'm sorry, but let me just put it out there now that I'm sorry. So as I have already introduced her, she is a musician, right? Before we talk about the music, who is Mvanakazi and where are you from?
Mvanakazi is the mother of three, a widow and gospel artist, a businesswoman,
Yes.
a founder of Mvanakazi Foundation,
Yes.
and GESA Awards.
All right.
I'm from Kagiso at Ngobile.
Yes.
I was born and bred here.
All right.
In West Rand.
All right,
Yes.
That's very interesting. She is Western's very own. So now, I'm not sure if I did mention the GESA Awards are the Gospel Excellence Spotlight Awards, right?
Yes.
Which is your very own baby.
Yes.
And the first edition started this year in 2025. We are going to get to that as we proceed with the program. But I'm so excited to have you on the podcast today, and also having you as the first guest is a blessing, right?
I'm very honored. I'm very excited myself.
Thank you so much. So now, you grew up here in West Rand, Esingobile, in Kagiso. When do you then realize that you can actually sing? Because I've seen people, telling other people, hey, you can actually sing. Go, we remember when we had idols, you get
Yeah.
people there singing stuff that is not there. And they tell you, oh, my mom said I can sing. Oh, my sister said I can sing. When did you realize that you can actually sing?
I grew up singing. That's what I can say. My granny would say I used to sing even when I was still wearing a pampers.
Yes.
So I grew up singing. I grew up in a family that breathed music.
Yes.
So music is part of me. I joined the industry in 2018 after the death of my husband.
Yes.
But nonetheless, I've been in worship teams. I've been leading worship teams. I've been in choirs ever since I was a child. So, yeah, I grew up singing.
Okay, that's very interesting. And I also grew up singing, but in the shower. And I know what I'm singing is not what I'm supposed to be singing, right? So now, do you remember the first time you were in studio, and what song did you release first?
Okay, my first time at the studio, I think it was 2017, 2016.
Yes.
And the first song was Wipe My Tears.
All right.
The song was dedicated to my grandmother.
All right.
Because we were very, very, very close. So when it comes to my songs, whatever that I write songs based on the situation that I'm facing at the moment.
Yes,
so
yes.
that was the first song that I wrote. In fact, not the first song to be written, but the first song to be recorded.
All right.
Yes.
All right. And do you remember the reception when you first released your first song? How did the people receive it?
They received it so well. It was a very emotional moment for most people because they knew how close we were with my grandmother.
Yes.
So I can say the first people to support me was my surroundings. So even the album, I think I did 10 tracks in that album. I couldn't release it because as I was in the journey doing the full album, my husband passed.
All right.
So I just had to stop everything. Then my friend, when she heard the song, she said, "No, why are you not releasing these songs?" And I said to her, "I don't have money." She said, "No, my friend, I'm going to pay for the full album."
Oh my goodness.
Then she paid,
and
then
for the
the
full
album was released, yes.
Oh, that's very interesting. When you are, especially because you do gospel music, right? And every time when they say God always makes a way, I'm sure you were like, oh, this is him making a way for me this time around, right? And, you mentioned your husband a lot, and I believe he was so much of a huge support system to you, right? How did his passing affect you and your music journey?
It affected me a lot because I had to stop everything. And when my husband died, my last born was only 8 months. So I had to focus and be there for my children. Remember, now they've lost a parent and they've left with only one parent. So it affected me a lot, but I can say it gave me an opportunity again, not in a bad way, because people came to my rescue. They wanted to know, what can we do for you? What do you want to do now that you are alone? What is it that you can do? People were speaking on my behalf. Please take it, like they were talking to some artist. Please take her to stages, let her do something so that she won't lose her mind. So I think it was a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very interesting. Then fast forward rather to where we are now. How many albums have you released?
Let me not. I've released singles far.
All right.
When it comes to album, I think I shifted a little bit from the focus of being an artist, and then I became a giver.
All right.
Because I've realized that people from Westland, rather artists from Westland, they are lacking a little bit of support. So I chose to be the supporter of artists from the Westland. Hence, I opened the GESA Awards just to appreciate artists and give them that thing, that is hope. So I can't really say people must expect music coming from me. No, I'd rather say expect music that will come from the babies that I will give birth to.
Okay. A part of me wants to celebrate that you are being a big sister to the other artists, but also another part of me is like sad, because I know when you sing, right? I've played your music on radio countless times, and I know when you sing, oh man, you sing. And I remember when I saw a clip of you performing at your awards, I was like, oh, you are giving Busimhlongo vibes.
Okay.
Like you were really giving the performance your all, right? But interesting, Mvanakazi, and to the people that are watching us, this is the Zee Arentz Podcast. Do make sure that you subscribe, share, and like, leave your comments. Just let everybody come watch the podcast, right? And in studio with me, I have Mvanakazi, Precious, Nomvano, Mokoto. Your names maningi, but I'm trying. I'm trying by all means. All right. So now the awards, right? This year was the first edition. For somebody who maybe missed it, because when you're starting something, some of the people may not be aware of what you are doing, right? I'm sure you're going to be doing them next year again.
Of course.
How can people be part of them? What's the criteria of the people that are participating in the awards? And what more information can you give us pertaining the awards?
What I can say, let them wait for the poster. We are going to release it mid-January, but the award will continue this next year. And we're going big. I think our first event was big.
Yes.
Now we are going bigger. We are not turning back, but forward we go. Follow me on my social platforms so that you don't miss anything, because what we are cooking, it's about to be.
It's about to go down.
Yeah.
All right, very interesting, Mvanakazi. So, I'm sad that you are saying we mustn't look out for any music from you, because I was about to ask what next can we look out, coming from your side. But now I know each and every artist has faced challenges here and there, and I'm sure you've also had your fair share of your own challenges, right? Just briefly, what are some of those, and what advice would you give to some of the artists who are watching this podcast right now?
What I can say to you, let it not be about money, because if you start building it in a form of you want to receive money, you want to make money, you're going to fail, because you are going to be disappointed. Especially in your home. Westland is home, ne?
Yes.
People where you are, they will not support you fully, but you'll be supported from outside. So in your home, don't expect money, just serve. What I'm doing here is serving, and I'm doing it because I know ukuthi there is a seed that I'm planting.
Yes.
So believe in the seed that you are planting, that one day you will reap what you have sown. In other words, don't focus too much. You want fame. It's not about fame. Just serve. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah, it says, when the time is right, God will make it happen. So now the issue with us, we want to push, and in pushing, we get hurt. In pushing, sibanama expectations, and then in those expectations, siyalimala, because we don't receive what we expected. When people are calling you for gigs, just go. Just go. If they can pay for your transportation, just go. Don't say, no, these people are not going to pay me. We all have makeup, and all that.
Yes.
But if you want God to come through for you, just serve. Serve with your talent. And, there will be a time where you will sing the song, which count your blessings. And you
Yes.
just because of uqale waserva. You want to be famous and then but serving has results are good.
And when the time is right, everything just falls into place.
God will make everything happen. If I can tell you, Mina, about the awards that happened, I didn't think they will happen. I was crying.
I know.
I was crying. But what happened there, imangaze everyone. And even people are like, kusho lento yama award in a man. Let me tell you something. We are not running in the same grace.
We valala. Okay. We are definitely not running in the same grace. And speaking of grace, right, it has taken us months and months trying to put this podcast out, but finally it is happening. So please bear with us if there are some, things that you can see, maybe the off here and there. We are growing, and the podcast is still going to grow bigger and better. And I'm so grateful for Usis Mvanakazi to come through, because if I tell you, I only called her this morning. I said, I have a shoot today, please come through and be the first guest. And just to apologize to the people that were expecting, because I've been making a lot of noise on my pages. Subscribe, like, share, and just tell everybody that the Zee Arentz podcast is here. But now we're going to Christmas. Before I let you go, Mvanakazi, because I know this episode is going to come out before Christmas, right? And I want people to see that when I say my guests are super talented, they should really believe what I'm saying, right? So I want you to just say something about Merry Christmas to the people, but in a song.
Okay.
And I know you can do that. You can, right? You can for your little brother, please.
Can I do it in the Xhosa princess way?
Please do it in a
Merry, Merry Christmas to you all and Happy New Year.
Oh. Oh man, if you don't appreciate this, then you should go find a broom and start practicing witchcraft, because this is pure talent. Thank you so much, Sister Mvanakazi, for coming, and I appreciate you. I love you so much. Keep inspiring, because I know there's a lot of other artists who are looking up to you, and also you saying you are now no longer focusing on just you, right? But the other upcoming artists, and being the support system, because this industry, oh man, some of us have been around. We know how hard it can get, especially if you don't have people who believe in you, people who support you, because people are like, we want to see money now. So if there is no money there, people are just like, why are you then wasting your time?
And you're going to be depressed.
You're going to be depressed. The other day I was telling Chris about something that I heard Jay-Z saying. He said, if you have a gift, right, or a purpose, and you know that you have it, it was God-given, use it. It's not about the money. It's not about the fame. Use it. Then you are living your life to the fullest, right? But we've run out of time. Thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It is Zee Arentz Media, and on Facebook, I am Zee Arentz Reloaded. Instagram, X, and TikTok, I am Zee Arentz _media. And Mvanakazi over here is...
I'm Mvanakazi, Vocalist Mokoto on Facebook, Mvanakazi, the Closer Princess on Instagram, and we have a page, Mvanakazi Foundation. It's only Mvanakazi on TikTok. We are Mvanakazi. Do follow us for more.
All right, very interesting. So now, just before I close it, right, thank you so much to CJP Motor Controls, the best in the motor control businesses, if you want your generators, your kitchen stuff, everything, right? You can just check out their website. It is, if I'm not mistaken, www.cjpmotorcontrols.co.za, and you can find all of the information there. And also, I just want to thank my brother Sylvester Ngwenya. He's a fashion designer, and he's fully supported this episode. I also want to thank my brother, just like Sebego, he's a musician, also fully supported this particular podcast. And also my other online friend, right? I don't know her. She stays in America. And at some point she was like, Z, here is something just to support the podcast, right? When we shot the first episode that was unfortunately not released. And her name is Clementine Kirkpatrick. Thank you so much. Love you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, and we're going to see you on the next episode. Bye. CJP Motor Controls, the best in the motor control businesses, if you want your generators, your kitchen stuff, everything, right? You can just check out their website. It is, if I'm not mistaken, www.cjpmotorcontrols.co.za, and you can find all of the information there. And also, I just want to thank my brother Sylvester Ngwenya. He's a fashion designer, and he's fully supported this episode. I also want to thank my brother, just like Sebego, he's a musician, also fully supported this particular podcast. And also my other online friend, right? I don't know her. She stays in America. And at some point she was like, Z, here is something just to support the podcast, right? When we shot the first episode that was unfortunately not released. And her name is Clementine Kirkpatrick. Thank you so much. Love you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, and we're gonna see you on the next episode. Bye.